Welcome to BuzzFeed Multiplayer's The Dungeon Club. It's a live role-playing show that follows 3 regular teenagers played by adults who accidentally end up on a quest in a fantasy realm. If you are new to live role-playing, it's essentially a game much like Dungeons & Dragons, where our dungeon master or DM leads the players through a story where we improvise scenes and work together in real time to solve problems. None of us know where the story is going, except of course the DM. We will let our DM know what we want to do, and he will tell us if we succeed or fail based on dice rolls. Let's go around and introduce our main cast of the Dungeon Club.
Hey everybody, I am Mitch Van Bree. You can find me at Twin Chameleon on all my socials. I have a little fun fact about me, but also something I need to bring awareness to. And that is that peanut butter and pickle sandwiches are bomb, and I'm tired of everyone sleeping on them. Listen, if you're going, ooh, that's gross, go, after this show, go make a peanut butter and dill pickle sandwich, and then tweet at me and be like, you know what, Mitch, you were right, this is bomb. Okay, it's good. You need to try it.
The salty and sour would mix well with something.
And the vinegar.
I can see that. But then
All
again,
those
I'm known
words
for like
made
eating
no
weird
sense to me,
things.
Erica. You said words as if they made sense, and then it didn't. Like, nah, still no. I am gonna stand my ground on the green glizzy sandwiches, though, which is slicing a pickle, putting the sandwich meat in between it with the cheese and what have you, and eating that.
You're gonna replace the bread with the pickle, but like
Yep.
you find it weird to add something
Peanut
like a
butter?
condiment.
See,
Butter,
you make it general to make it okay. You're like
The
a
thing is,
condiment, yeah.
Right. Okay. So here, the thing is that we think of peanut butter as being like for sweet stuff because we have peanut butter and jelly, but like in like Thai cuisine, there's like peanut butter
Oh, yeah.
and all sorts of
Oh,
stuff.
Yeah, I haven't
Yes.
had pickled pad thai yet, you know?
Thank you, Mitch, for introducing this topic early on.
You're welcome. I will derail the intro anytime you want.
Great.
At me. Do it. At me.
Well, maybe
There it
we'll
is,
have to get
right?
Iffy to try a pickle peanut butter sandwich next episode.
I mean,
Throw down
look,
the
I'll throw it
gauntlet.
on. I'll try anything once. I know. I think I'm very clear about that. But
We're
I
gonna
will
let people
say,
down if we don't know.
I am excited about the energy we've brought to the studio today. Let's introduce next Daniel Wolf Percy.
how's it going? It's your boy, Daniel Wolf Percy, known Wolf of the Wolf Pack, holding it down, a head jock, trying to figure things out in life. And I'm going to leave it at that. You have to keep watching and pay attention if you want to know what I mean by that. Recently poisoned unfairly. Who knows how he's going to respond to that?
He might have a pickle chip on his shoulder this episode.
Oh!
Hey everybody, I'm Jenny Lorenzo, known as Artemia Gomez in the game, and I have been blessed with the fact that I don't have that soap-tasting cilantro gene. I eat a lot of cilantro because it's in a lot of Cuban dishes, and when I first moved out here, I found that a lot of people had that weird gene with the soap stuff. I don't know if any of you have that gene or if you know
at
about
all.
it, but
Well, I eat soap,
Bless.
so it doesn't faze me.
okay, well, then you'd love cilantro regardless.
What's your favorite soap, Mitch?
I was about to plug somebody, but I probably shouldn't do
Oh,
that.
God.
The natural stuff, like the bars of like good smelling
Yeah.
stuff, whose name I will not plug.
Unless
those
soap
older
wants to
spices.
sponsor us.
Hit us up with those soap sponsors, baby.
Just soap.
Oh,
I like something with a zesty scent.
the
No, see,
cleanest
like,
monsters you've
so
ever seen are
organic.
about to be in this game.
This could be your
Yeah.
product. Also, I'm Kelsey. I'm playing Heather Banks, a theater nerd loving bard.
Sad facts.
Um,
More sad facts.
So-
More sad
Yeah,
facts.
ooh, Heather's never dated anyone before. She's never had a boyfriend or a girlfriend. She hasn't like officially dated anyone before, but she's had crushes. She's a little shy, so she doesn't put herself out there. Maybe she'll just meet someone in this realm.
A goblin. Make cute little
Maybe.
goblin hybrid babies. This
So
is
every
getting weird.
episode yeah, I know. I love this intro. It's like I like the energies here today. Every episode of the Dungeon Club, we invite a new guest player to join our campaign, and today's guest is the incredible Erica Ishii, an actor you might know for her voiceover work in games and animations such as Destiny 2, Dream Daddy, Fire Emblem Heroes, Critical Role, and others. Fun fact: I've actually played all of Dream Daddy multiple times on the internet, so you might be super familiar if you're familiar with my work with her work. Because, correct me if I'm wrong, you play the daughter. So you were my daughter, kind of.
Who's
Oh
your
my
dream
God.
daddy?
It's, of course, Craig, the dreamiest daddy. What were you saying, Mitch? Who's your dream daddy?
Oscar Isaac.
Well, welcome, Erica. Thanks for coming on to the show.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited to get to play with all of you. Do I introduce my character? Or wait, we wait. Or do we wait?
I guess it's up to you
wait,
and our
wait.
DM.
Let's wait. Yeah.
Wait.
Do I share a fact about me?
Sure.
Okay. I ate a tarantula one time.
I heard they're really good. The legs, right?
Was
no,
it on
it
purpose?
was terrible. It was like eating a hairy
Oh.
piece of wood.
So what if you
Sounds
eat that
great.
with dill pickles and peanut butter?
Yeah.
I bet it would taste amazing with peanut butter and pickles.
That is
though.
Mitch's dream combo right there.
I would love to know the backstory of that.
I just got hungry. No, it was for a charity stream. Every year, almost every year, I do like a 24-hour marathon for charity, like a 24-hour stream, and we do all sorts of wild activities. And one year, I said like, oh sure, if we raise $10,000 for the ACLU, I will eat this tarantula somebody sent me. It was dead. It was dead. It was like packaged,
Dried.
and dead.
Was it cooked?
It was like a dried tarantula, but it wasn't like seasoned or cooked or anything. It was just
Oh,
dried.
no, that's
And
not.
we raised
bueno.
$10,000 for the ACLU, so I ate the tarantula.
You put your
right.
tarantula
And we
where your mouth
respect you
is.
for it.
And we respect
All
you
right.
for it.
I will bring that sort of chaotic energy to the show and to my character. Thank you.
For those who are tuning in live, you can impact how the game is played on Twitch. You can vote on different names of things or like different prompts for us that we will use during our game, kind of like improvisational prompts. You can also give bits for inspiration. If you give the player inspiration, they can roll twice if they don't like their first roll, and then they get to take the best of the two rolls. So if they're wanting to do something, maybe they failed, you give them a second shot. Also, if you want to make any fan art, talk about the show, make sure to use the hashtag the Dungeon Club. We stalk that hashtag constantly, and you might see your fan art in a future episode of the Dungeon Club. We have lots of great fan art from last week.
So good.
Mitch's fly makes an appearance. We're really excited about that. Okay, let's pass it over to Mitch to give us a quick little recap of what happened last time.
All right, so the really super condensed version is that Wolf, on his way back from their first adventure, Wolf was being a little too cocky, and Prism had enough of it and challenged him to a wild berry eating contest, and he obliged, and he got real bad food poisoning. So he was down and out, and Heather and Artemia rode to a town called Dragonbarrow next to the White Forest. They went into this forest that drives people mad, and they encountered a humongous dragon, and Artemia seemed to claim this large floating dragon glass lens that is now floating above her shoulder, and she doesn't know what it does, and it's really been bugging her, and she's kind of been a little bit removed just because she's so consumed with trying to figure out what this strange thing does and why she is capable of wielding it when it's driven so many other people crazy. Now they'll be making their way to the next town of Elmore to try to find another power object. Elmore is supposedly this very artistic, musical, dancey town. Maybe we got some cool stuff in store for them. Let's move on to episode 4, Footloot. Wolf, as you come out of a deep sleep, you feel amazing. You open your eyes, and you see a man with crazy white hair 2 feet from your face, and he's pouring a liquid into your mouth. You sit up and you do
Stop
exactly
that.
that. You sit up and you cough this liquid out all over yourself. And it's Emmett. He goes, good, you're up, finally. Okay,
Why are you pouring
There's no
juice
time
into
to
my
do-
mouth?
it's a potion. Do you feel better?
Yes, I do.
Oh, and good, it did its job. Listen, we don't have time for this. I need to bring you up to speed. Your world is blending with ours at an alarming rate. See this on the shelf? This was a hand carving of a grizzly bear, and now it's soft and smiley, and it won't shut up. Hi,
Oh.
my name's Teddy Ruxpin. Can you and I be friends? For the last time, Teddy, I'm not interested.
You got to put some
Listen.
Grandmaster Flash in there. It's real funny. It's like, you see the bear and it start rapping, and you like,
I don't know that wizard, and I don't know what rapping is. Is it a present? There's no time. Listen. Heather and Artemia already set out to find the last 2 power objects. You need to catch up with them as quickly as you can. Yay! You hear a horse? Oh, come with me. Emmett leads you outside where a large, shiny black horse is grazing. He goes, this is your horse. His name is Kit.
I mean, that's just like That's just does it talk? Oh, that's just like my favorite guy.
No. Horses don't talk. Are you feeling okay? Do we need to rest more?
No, I'm good. I mean, but watch, you gonna feel real stupid in some point in the future. Let me I guess let me ride it.
All right, yeah. So you hop up on your horse. Emeth tells you to ride north to Dragonbarrow, and if Heather and Artemia aren't there anymore, they're heading west to the town of Elmore. So as you mount your horse, Emeth runs back inside, and he emerges with your sword, and he hands you the wolf blade. And he goes, "Wolf, this blade is your power object. Keep it safe, but know this: power objects are unbreakable, so wield it mightily." And he hands it to you. And Wolf, just so you know, for metagame purposes, it's a +2 longsword.
Okay. Oh.
It should be in your inventory already, I think.
Okay.
So
Okay.
you take your sword and you ride Kit north to Dragonbarrow, and you know that you have to hurry. So you ride through the night. You don't stop to rest. You just push right on through. And you arrive early the next morning, slightly exhausted. You take a level of exhaustion from your ride, so you'll have disadvantage on skill checks or until your next long rest. And when you arrive in Dragonbarrow, they inform you that Heather and Artemia left already. So you begin making your way west on the road to Elmore. And as you're riding, it's about sunset. And as you're riding, you see off in the distance 2 people on horseback. And it looks like one horse is pink and the other horse is purple. And as you catch up, you realize it's Heather and Artemia. And they're on horses that look exactly like My Little Ponies.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. Oh, y'all should have waited for me. I gotta protect y'all. Hey,
Well, look who it is.
Oh, wow. Did you
Look
have a
who it
nice sleep?
is.
Do you feel better?
Yeah. But I'm here now. I can protect y'all. Y'all out here by yourself. Running, y'all can't
Who's
be.
more tired? You or the horse?
It's probably me.
Okay.
Okay.
Do
I'm
we need
here.
to rest? Are you
No.
okay?
Looks.
We gotta get the power items.
Okay, well,
Are y'all okay?
we can.
Are y'all okay?
Yeah,
How are y'all?
We
Making
are
this
fun.
very
I mean,
okay.
You did a very good
I want-
job. Well, I mean,
Okay.
Artemia did a very good job, and I was also there.
No,
Oh.
it was a wild time.
Yeah.
That's a good way to describe it. But the good thing is you didn't have to deal with any of that. So,
Yeah, but y'all are safe now that I'm here, so it's okay.
uh-huh.
Better now. It's gonna be better now.
Wolf, you notice kind of floating very conspicuously above kind of Artemia's right shoulder is a really big like lens, like a black translucent lens that's just floating above her shoulder.
It's just
What is this dark apparition upon your shoulder?
well, it's kind of a keepsake, I guess, that won't leave my side after we battled a dragon and
You
other
fought a dragon?
such. Yeah,
I think
kind
it's your
of.
power object.
Oh. Okay, good.
But I don't
Well,
know
we
if
don't know
it's,
anything
done
more.
anything. Yeah.
No, it just kind of
Been around.
floats.
A dragon
Oh,
talked to
fire.
her.
What if I poke it?
Suddenly, flying right across your faces and sticking into a tree is an arrow. And from a ridge on your right, 3 bandits, clearly 1 captain and 2 other subordinates, step above from the ridge. And they have arrows trained on each of you. And the captain steps forward and he goes, "All right, now we don't want to kill you. Just hand over all your stuff and be on your way."
And how do these bandits look?
They are. They're just three big human dudes. One, the one in charge wears like a black and red striped bandana. He's got big muscly arms. The other two are nothing to laugh at either. But you can see that they each have on their bicep a tattoo that has it's just like two bones that are in a cross formation, and underneath there is the text. It says "The Hot Crossed Bones."
I grab Heather's like headpiece and push it back
Yes.
towards her, and it's you won't be taking anything. Whoever you are, just turn away, and we'll pretend like nothing ever happened.
Well, I think we will. Roll initiative.
I think
Wonderful.
Can't we all just talk it out once? Okay.
All right, let me know what you guys have.
All of us roll?
Yeah.
11
Okay.
for your boy.
Ooh, it's
right.
a 9.
I too. I got an 11.
Okay. So the captain strikes first. He draws a scimitar, and he charges up to you, Wolf. Does a 15 hit?
It does not.
All right. So as he
Yield,
runs
I
up,
say.
you draw your sword and you parry his attack away, and you hop off Kit, and you engage him in melee combat. Artemia, you're up next. What do you do?
Are any of these men trying to directly attack me, or are they all attacking Wolf?
Well, the other two haven't acted yet. They're still up kind of on the ridge. They do have ranged weapons, but Wolf is in melee range. So as a rogue, you might want to
Yeah,
sneak attack.
that's what I was thinking. Nice little sneaky, very sneaky attack.
Sneaky rogue
All right,
time.
perfect. Go ahead. Go ahead and roll to hit.
All right. Well, I got a 9.
Ooh. It's not gonna cut. As you run up and try to sneak behind him, he sees you and he whirls around and kind of stiff arms you away and shoves you back. Daniel, Wolf, Percy, you are up.
No one has to get hurt today. Yield! I say to the guy who attacked me.
He's trying to intimidate.
Okay. Are you trying to intimidate, or are you just trying to?
Yeah, I'm gonna
breathe.
try and get some intimidate.
All right, go ahead and roll intimidation.
Yeah, and then I roll with disadvantage, right? Because I'm exhausted.
Yeah.
Oh no.
No,
That's
my
always
God.
fun.
Can I give him
That's
bardic
always fun.
inspiration?
You could use your inspiration to nullify it if you wanted, Iffy.
Okay, I'll do inspiration so that I only roll once. But I will
Okay.
bring up
There's
my
a
other
dog
die for other.
in
There's dogs everywhere, honestly. There's a
Yeah,
dog right now, just...
That is going to be a 6.
Oh. The bandit
Whoops.
captain laughs. He goes, "Ha ha! Boys, get him!" Heather, you see the other two guys start to charge in. What do you do?
Heather. Are the two guys on horses? Oh my.
No, they are. They're not on horses, and both Artemia and Daniel have hopped off of theirs.
Heather is going to go hide for a sec and figure out what is in Kelsey's real life happening for a moment.
All right, go for it. Chewie.
Great, so it's back to us.
All right. Well, no, we got the other two guys now. So
No.
the first one is going to run up to you, Artemia, and draw his scimitar as well. Let's see here. Oh no. He can't get it out of the sheath. He runs up to you, but he realizes he's got it jammed and he doesn't even manage to get an attack off. The next one will run up to you, Wolf, and does a 16 hit.
A 16 does not.
All right. You now have the captain and his bandit companion on you, and you're just stiff arming and fighting them away, kind of grappling and keeping them from getting any hits in on you. And we go back to the top with the bandit captain. He actually has multi-attack. I didn't use that last time, so you're in a world of hurt here, Wolf. Does a 17 hit?
It does not.
Ooh, you got that armor class, babe.
Yeah.
A 19 hits, though, doesn't it?
Yeah, it definitely does.
All right, so one of his
Dang,
3
multi-hit.
attack hits you, but you got a big AC now. Okay. All right, you're parrying away his attacks, but he finally slides one in and he kind of jabs you in the side, kind of near the rib cage for 6 damage as you feel his blade slice into your side.
Okay.
And Artemia, you are up.
Are they both attacking Wolf? Right now?
They are both, and then one is attacking you, and then 2 are attacking Wolf.
Okay, can I... a bonus action disengage,
Mhm.
and then sneak attack on one of the men fighting
Yeah,
Wolf.
you want to go for the captain or just the regular bandit?
Let me not get too cocky. Let's start with the regular bandit.
All right, sounds good. Go ahead and roll to hit.
Ha! 23.
Woo! All right, roll damage with sneak attack damage added.
10.
10 total. All right. You walk up, you kind of disengage, you run up behind this bandit who is busy fighting Wolf, and you just take your dagger and just stab him right in the back. And he lets it. You rip out your dagger, and he now falls to the ground on one knee. He is horribly, horribly injured, and will likely not be trying to fight any longer. Wolf, you're up. You now just got this captain on you, or the guy who's on his knees, if you'd rather.
Yeah. I said yield, and I swing at the captain with disadvantage. Oh. Okay, that means I'm going to hit. Does a 16 hit?
That hits.
All right, then I will go ahead and do 10 damage.
All right, nice hit. You see, I said you swing up with your sword and you knock back his scimitar, and then you thrust in with a stab and you catch him right in the gut. Get a huge gash right in his navel.
I said yield.
Heather, you're behind a tree in the bushes in the woods.
Yes.
What are you gonna do?
Yes. Heather's hidden. She's going to... I think she's going to try Dissonant Whispers, because it works sometimes. It's like... most of the time it's like pretty good. So she's going to go for Dissonant Whispers for... Is there 2 people attacking Iffy? Or Wolf?
Yeah, well, yeah, there's one guy who's really hurt, and then the captain who has just been stabbed pretty good.
Okay, I'm going to go for the captain.
Okay.
And cast Dissonant Whispers. And Heather's going to be singing, of course, once again, Sweeney Todd, because it's her favorite Dissonant Whisper.
That's some dissonant stuff.
Yeah, just like, kind of stuff. Just like from behind a tree. So just eerily snakes its way into his ear.
Remind me, and that's a saving throw, right? Remind me what save it is?
Yes. You're a wisdom saving throw.
Of 13. He succeeds.
No. Oh, it succeeds?
No, it doesn't work on him.
Oh, okay.
That's what,
So, cool.
Maybe you're not singing loud enough? You might not hear it?
Maybe I'm not singing loud enough. She's a little nervous. And then as a bonus action, I think I'm gonna just do a little healing word, maybe,
Okay.
to Wolf. and I'm gonna say like, "Go Otters!" in his direction, and that's my healing word.
How much healing does Wolf get?
I believe it is. I will roll for him, I guess. It is 9.
Oh, all right.
9 health.
All right, so next is the bandit on the ground. He is going to kind of make one desperate swing up to get you to back away, Wolf. And as you do, he's going to scramble up on his hands and knees and flee back over the ridge where he came from with just dripping blood all over. The other bandit is going to run up because now Artemia is right by you as well, and he's going to take a swing at Artemia. Oh boy, these guys don't know how to use a sword. Complete whip Artemia. You just sidestep him, just juke him out. And the bandit captain is growing increasingly frustrated. Let's rah! And he swings down in a flurry of 3 strikes at you, Wolf. That doesn't hit. That doesn't hit. Oh, that last one hits. He takes both hands and you parry the first one. You parry the second. And then on the final one, he kind of breaks through your neck and comes down, brings the sword right onto your shoulder for 9 damage. So he digs deep in.
Ouchies.
Artemia, you're up.
Okay, so it's just him right now. The captain.
There's one other bandit. No, there's a bandit who's attacking you as well. You're kind of all right in a little cluster.
Oh, that's
It's a
right.
very
He
close battle.
he missed. It was really cute. Okay, I'm just gonna have to like end this guy so he can just stop embarrassing himself. I'm going to go in with the short sword.
Okay.
Try to
Go ahead and roll to hit.
stick it to him. 22.
That hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
7.
Nice. You bring it in and you find a little gap in his leather armor behind his kneecap, and you just slice across. He lets out a scream of pain and kind of now limps around. One's gone. He's in horrible, horrible shape. You guys are making easy work of these bandits. They didn't know what they were getting themselves into. Wolf, you're up. That plus 2 is tearing.
Said, yield. I try and get them to yield yet again. And let's see if I intimidate them now. Hold on, this is with.
I could give you bardic inspiration if that helps.
I mean, sure.
I think you got to do that on your turn, though, don't you?
Oh,
Yeah.
So it's not a
All
reaction.
right.
Well, all right. Well, then it will be a 12.
12. Is that with your plus 2?
Yeah, that's with +2. That's my bonus.
right. You swing through and you actually hit him, but it hits off of his leather armor and it doesn't have any effect. Your blade just kind of sticks into that leather for a second. Heather, you're up.
I am going to
So many dogs.
yeah, I would talk with the animals, but it doesn't feel like the animal is that useful right now. So instead, is there like anything that these bandits just might have like left around that they're not paying attention to right now that Heather could totally just like, you know.
What do you mean? You're trying to like steal something off him, or what are you trying to?
It seems like her friends have got this at this point. Like, why not just like, you know, vengeance, baby? You know, these bandits trying to bandito us. I'll bandito them right back.
The captain he's busy fighting Wolf at the moment. He's completely locked in, and he has just kind of a burlap, small like bag or large coin purse or something hanging off of his hip. You could try to swipe if you wanted.
Cool. I'm gonna try to do that for fun. Because I don't think she's very helpful keeping distance, and she still doesn't like her weapons.
Roll sleight of hand.
All right. She is not the sneakiest one of the group, so we'll see how this goes. That's a 20.
A 20?
It's a dirty 20, but a 20 nonetheless.
Oh my god. So as the captain is locked in combat with Wolf, he's slashing away. You just kind of sneak up and you just grab that from him and you run back into the woods.
Oh my.
I hope there's something besides money in there, because we clearly have enough.
There better be some snacks, that's all I'm gonna say.
You want to look into it now or you want to wait?
I'll wait until the end, I suppose.
Okay. Up next, that other bandit, he's really bloody. He disengages as well and flees over the hill with the other one, leaving just the captain. The captain
Bye.
realizes he's completely outmatched, and he takes a step back and he goes, "Fine. You're not worth it anyway." And he turns to leave, but at the last second, he turns around and one more tries to get a cheap shot in, just double overhead swipe. Wolf, you put up your blade to parry, and as his swipe comes down, it hits your blade, and you feel the shock, like you hit a bad baseball or something. You feel the shock move through your arms, and the blade wobbles, and then your wolf blade suddenly shatters into a million pieces as the bandit captain runs off. As this blade shatters, you all feel the power and strength leave your bodies. Your blade now lays in a million pieces on the dusty ground.
What? I thought these things were indestructible.
That can't be the right object, right?
Yeah.
Well, if you already were exhausted, and now with this power leaving your body, you feel frail and sick almost. Artemia, your lens slowly floats down in front of your face, and it rotates once within its frame. And through it, you begin to see things. Through the lens, you see the words, "There is only strength in truth." And as that fades away, from the center out, a cloudy image begins to appear. It's a hallway at Hallwinter High. Another image fades into view. It shows Wolf sitting in an empty classroom, tutoring a freshman in math. His backpack sits on the desk, and spilling out, you see a basic coding book and a few D&D rulebooks. The lens then shows you an image of Wolf walking with his father after the football game. "Son, scouts were there tonight. You dropped the ball. You blew your shot. This is your dream, and you messed it up. You could have gone D1. You could have gone pro. And
No, this is your dream. There is a world in which I could do the science thing and the football thing, but you only wanted to be the football thing because you're so afraid of me going the way of science, because you know what? That's what I really want.
The image fades away, once again revealing the words, "There is only strength in truth." The lens darkens, rotates, and returns, floating above your shoulder.
That's all right. That's all right. I don't need a sword. I'll punch him. That's okay. I'll punch him. I don't need a sword.
I think we need to slow down for a second, Wolf.
No, I gotta protect y'all. I
No,
got you.
it's fine. It's fine. There is no imminent danger at this moment. I think we need to talk about some things, and there might be some answers
No, I could
that
just.
can lead to some resolutions.
I could buy a new sword. Okay. I'll fine. We got that bag full of endless money. I'll get that.
But I think... Wasn't that the power object that was our only way out?
But
Don't we need
no,
more?
we'll find another way. We'll find another way. Yeah, well,
Is there anything that you need right now? Something to drink, eat? I think you need to
No.
relax for a second.
I'm relaxed. I could just, just fine. That's all.
Did you see something, Artemia? What happened with that glass thing? It moved.
Yeah, there were a couple of things that I saw that were revealed. I'm trying to process it still, you know?
Okay.
Oh,
What do we do now?
whew. We just get on out of here. Kick some more butt. That's all we need to do. Let's go.
Is there a way that we can talk right now? Wolf, just us?
I mean,
For a second,
Sure. What do you want to talk about? I'm ready. I don't really need
So
to do much talking.
If you guys need a moment, I'll just take a private little rendezvous. And like Heather just kind of like scoots away with her weird little bag because she wants to look through it and see what's in there.
Save me a snack. Okay. You know, especially if there's like dill pickles or something.
All food's yours. Gotcha.
Great. So I wait until Heather walks away, or she can't really hear anything, and I take Wolf aside. So you know that lens that's, you know, been floating around? It's the power, you know, one of the power objects, just like your sword, and how we didn't really know what it does. Yeah. Well, don't freak out, but it okay, it revealed to me a couple of things, and it all had to do with you. And I have a very strong feeling that what was revealed to me is the reason why your sword broke, because it wasn't supposed to break, Wolf.
Yeah, it was unbreakable. I think we
Mm-hmm.
I think we know that much. But you know, it's fine.
Wolf, how honest do you think you're being? Not necessarily with us, but with yourself.
I mean, very honest. You know, I'm a strong guy. I protect y'all. I'm a protector. I have a shield. I have a sword. You know, I'm a captain of the football team, wide receiver, great girlfriend. You know, what else you want to know? My login password for computer class, SEYMO.
Oh, okay, I don't need to know all of that, Wolf.
Okay.
Okay,
All right.
okay. No, none of these this is all very true. Yes. Okay. You're strong. You are a talented football player. I don't know about Darla. That's a whole other topic. But Wolf, I know what's going on between you and your dad, okay? I was there. I overheard everything and the tutoring, and I know you're smart, but you're like nerd smart, okay? Like you're I'm not
a nerd.
Nerd isn't a bad word, Wolf. Get over it.
Okay.
Yeah, well, you are. And you know what? It's freaking fine. Like, it's not a bad thing to be. And it broke my heart, honestly. And I didn't think I had a heart, but it did when I didn't mean to eavesdrop, okay? But, you know, my family and gossip and cheese man, it's hard to sometimes not listen in. And I'm not proud of that, okay? But I overheard the conversation between you and your dad. I know that you are into science and you're playing football because that's your father's dream and that's not your dream. And it honestly pisses me off because I'm going through the same thing. And I don't like seeing other people going through the same crap that I'm going through, okay? And I think it's fine to admit it.
Okay, so you're right. So you're right, Artemia. What does it change, though? There's a way the world works. There's cool kids, there's nerds, there's weird kids.
It's just high school.
No matter how hard you try and push against it, it's going to stay the same. You say it's just high school, but what happens? We go to college, we join a frat. There's cool kids, there's nerds, there's weird kids. We graduate, right? Then we get a job. Some people become lawyers. Some people become other things. There's cool kids, there's nerds, there's weird people. Now,
what's wrong with being weird? What's wrong with embracing who you are? What's wrong with just letting it all out? Why are you going to try to pretend to be someone you're not? Is that what you want to do? That sounds exhausting to me.
Yeah, but why fight it, you know?
Why are you doing it for other people? Why are you... Okay, but you're doing this for other people. Are you doing this for yourself? What makes Wolf happy? Because I know for damn sure it's not football.
What makes Wolf
happy?
Becoming a scientist, astronaut, an engineer, going that route. But that's just not in the cards for me. Because you can't do anything without support. You can't pay for science camp with these filthy little bucks I make from my summer job. I can't pay for it. So who do I need help from? My dad. And how does he agree to do that? By going to state. But if I don't give a damn about football, how am I going to be good enough to go to state? Yet no matter what I do, no matter how much I try to avoid it and fail, the football thing always comes up. It's always the number one path. It's always what's in the card for me. But no matter how hard I try and do the computer thing, everything stands in the way. I can't go to space camp. I can't go to computer camp. My dad won't buy me a new computer. The nerd kids are all afraid of me, so I can't work with them.
They're afraid of you because you're pretending to be someone you're not, Wolf. And listen, you're not alone, okay? Because my mother, Gloria, she lies about me all the time, okay? Do you think she's proud, this uppity, stuck-up, wealthy Cuban mom who... Look at me. She thinks I worship the devil. She is ashamed of me. She doesn't want me to be an artist. Okay? You know, it's like, but I just can't. I tried to do that for a little while where I just tried to fit into the mold that my mother wanted me to be, and it just didn't work. Okay? Because I was depressed and I was unhappy being someone that I wasn't. She's constantly lying to our family and our friends. I go to Japan for an anime convention with my friends. She tells them that I'm teaching English to kids. I want to go to an art college. she's already telling people that I'm applying to Harvard for, I don't know, law? It's bull. You're not the only one going through this, okay? Because while she has the financial support to help me in whatever I want, she's not. Because I decided to be who I am. So I'm doing everything on my own, basically. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I think there's a lot of pride. There's a lot to be proud of, you know what I mean? When you just make the path for yourself. And people will support you. Well, if people love you, the nerds might not, but once they get to know who you really are, I mean, you're not the only one that scares people. You don't always need support from your parents. Sometimes it's in your mentors, it's in your teachers, it's in your friends, yourself, Wolf. And I'm telling you this, I feel so passionately about this, not just because this is something that I go through on a daily basis with my freaking mother, but because of what I saw in the lens. And that's why your sword broke, Wolf. The lens told me that there is only strength in truth. And if there is no truth, there is no strength, and the sword broke into a million pieces because there was no truth in who you are. I hate to say it like this all at once, and I know it's a lot, and I know, I get it, I was there. But life is too short, Wolf. Life is too short to be someone who you don't want to be. Honestly, I would rather deal with the grief from my stuck-up mom any day.
So what you're saying, what you're sitting there, standing across from me, looking at me and saying, this is a soul-bound item that knows my soul, and the only way to reattach it is to be my true self and look in within, to stop being this falsified figment of who I think I should be, to appease my parents and everyone around me. And the moment that I decide to go about life as I truly should, that I know, this sword is going to come back together and be at its full strength, and then I can protect you all, but not as the wolf I was before, but as a new wolf, the true wolf. I mean, I was writing a module just like that for my friends, but they were saying, "No, it's not. It's unrealistic. There's no way that could happen. I can't wait till I get back and I tell them." All right, what were we talking about?
I think you know what you need to do, Wolf. If you want to continue to protect and regain the strength necessary to get the job done, you have to say screw everything and everybody and just be your damn self. Easier said than done, but it's a start.
So I walk over to the base of the blade, the hilt, the wolf hilt, and I start to grab it and look at the pieces on the ground. And I look towards Timia and nod and goes, "Yeah, you're right. I'm a nerd. I'm a goddamn nerd."
A nerd.
You notice a faint glow. It's coming from each little piece of the shattered blade and from the hilt itself. They glow brighter and brighter, emitting a golden light before seemingly liquefying before your eyes, and the hilt liquefies in your hand and turns into these bright golden droplets that float up into the air, creating what looks like a little miniature star field. And they begin to converge. And as they do, their light grows to a blinding intensity. Eventually, there's a bright flash, and floating before you is a grimoire, a leather-bound spellbook with a silver spine. And it slowly drifts over and into Wolf's hands. As he clutches the spellbook, you all feel the power you lost when the sword shattered return. And at this same moment, Artemia's lens floats up into the air and begins to rapidly spin, and it glows in that same gold light, just as Wolf's did, and it flashes. And as it floats back down to Artemia, you all feel even more strength flow through you, and you become more powerful than you've ever been before.
Yeah, I'm a nerd. I'm going to science camp. And my Tal'Daran campaign was good, Matt. Tell you that. Yeah, let's go.
So you now all are level 5, I believe. And we'll get those switched at the break, but Heather, you saw this happen from afar.
Oh, did I see it?
Well, you saw the transformation.
I saw the
sure.
transformation bit.
Yeah.
What's in my bag?
A potion of healing and a peanut butter pickle sandwich, because he's a real
Heck
one.
yeah! So I return and I go, hey, is it cool if I'm back? Did you have a talk?
Yep.
Yeah.
Felt some power-ups, so that's good.
It's very good.
Yeah. Feeling really good.
Cool. Okay. Well, if that's all the detail I'm getting, here's a pickle sandwich for you, Artemia. And I got a potion of healing. I'm going to put that away. And I'm happy you guys can figure out whatever you figured out.
Let's just say, Heather, that you're going to see a new and improved Wolf.
Oh, great.
So, Wolf, you're actually now 4 levels of fighter, and you've multi-classed 1 level into a wizard.
Ooh.
What?
So you are.
You can do that in this game?
Oh yeah, you can do it.
Oh yeah.
He just did it. So I'll get you guys your sheets at the break coming up here shortly. So that evening, you keep riding your horses, and you arrive at the rather large town of Elmore. It seems gloomy, hardly what Emeth described. And as you enter in the middle of town, the middle of the town square, you see this huge unlit pyre, and around the base is just this black charred pile. You tie your horses up in an inn, and Heather, as you are preparing to open the door to the inn, someone dives onto you and stops you from doing so. Erica,
Whoa,
would you like to
whoa.
introduce your character?
Yes. Like you mostly see a blur of just like a dark blur, but it resolves itself into a slender woman who with pointed ears. She has voluminous black hair. She's wearing a leather bodice that's like cropped at the midriff, and over it she has a leather cloak that is covered with colorful embroidered patches of fabric. You can see, we'll go to that. She has leather breeches and these like huge boots, but mostly you notice the wild eyes. So she leaps onto you and she's like, whoa, 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 whoa. Hey, you can't have that here. You can't let them see you with that.
With what?
And she points at your loot.
Oh, my
Yeah, here.
What's
here.
wrong with it?
And she takes off her cloak and she like tosses it over you and the loot. And you can see as she puts it on there that there's like the embroidered patches have like calligraphy on them, and they say things like the Smithies and the Slash and the Sex Crossbows.
Oh my god!
And she's like, "Hey, just let's get to some place. You know, we can't be out here, okay?" And so she ushers you.
I just
over
met you and I
to-
suddenly trust you very much.
Oh, right. I'm Anne-Marie Larenlas. You can call me Anne.
Okay, Anne. I'm Heather. You can call me Heather.
It's a nice name, Heather.
Thanks.
Your friends want to come too?
Yeah. I guess. Do you want to come too?
She brings them
Yep.
sort of around to the side of the inn.
Okay.
What's going on? Why don't they want to see my loot?
So, music has been outlawed. Music and dance, none of that is allowed in Elmore now. It used to be such a center for the arts. Just everything changed when Arcus' son died. So, that pyre in the center of town, those are all of the instruments that they've found in town, confiscated. I lost a couple of good axes in there. But I haven't you guys aren't from around here. Where are you from?
It's always easy to explain.
Far away.
Just really far. Like,
Yeah.
super far. Do you know why the arts went downhill after his death?
Yeah. So, Arcus Bronstow, who's the town master, he was a very close friend of mine, always a patron of the arts. You know, sometimes he'd guest on one of my sets, but his son died a couple months ago. He was drunk and he was dancing on the edge of the bridge. He fell off to his death. I found him the next morning. So ever since then, Arcus has been cold and cruel. He's not himself. A lot of the older townsfolk got together with him and they decided that music and dancing was to blame and that it was all, the work of demons. So, since then, no music, no dancing. At least, not in public.
Oh. That's a shame.
That is tragic.
Like Heather like kind of turns to like Wolf and he's like, "It's like Footloose!" And she gets like really excited but tries not to like hide it. She's like, "Am I crazy? Is this just like Footloose?"
No, I'm sorry. What
She
do
turns
you...
back and she's like, I've heard a tale of a story like this, but I never thought it would be real."
No. None of us ever thinks that something like this could ever be real in the time that it happens. Well, anyway, you can't be seen with that thing. But, any good?
I'm okay. I'm not that good. Just a beginner.
Well, I mean, you want to come jam tonight? There's, my band and I put on underground shows, and, you seem, just desperate. We're desperate for any musicians to join us in our cause. So, I don't know you all yet, but feels like I can trust you.
I mean, I'd love to
in?
come, but I don't think I'm comfortable being on stage or anything.
Sure. Looker like you?
Yeah,
Heather.
I'm not the performer type. I'm kind of like,
Okay, no pressure. No pressure.
But thank you.
No pressure,
It's a
but
huge compliment.
just come by and see how you feel. And of course, your friends are invited. Hey, Anne. She waves to the other two.
Hey, how's it going? Sorry, just feeling like I'm taking on a new life.
It's been
You seem like you got your own journey going on there.
Seems like I hit the end of that journey, but I'm still on a journey, but like the sub journey, I hit that, and so
It's like a never-ending journey.
Yeah, like it's an evolving journey. Many journeys.
Right, so you're at the end of a number, but the show is still going.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna stop using
Nice.
that cool voice.
That's a voice?
Yeah, no, I was doing it the whole time because wolves, you imagine that they'd sound way more gruff, but I mean, if we're doing my real voice, then yeah, this is how I really sound.
I like it. It sounds
Thanks.
nice.
Thank you.
Ditto.
All right.
So are we gonna save a town or what?
I mean, I don't know what there is, what we can do to save it yet. You'd probably have to convince Arcus to, I don't know. It's just so unlike him. But, at least come by the show tonight. It's
All right.
under the blacksmith shop. You can use the word sledgehammer. Get in.
Okay.
Okay, let's do it.
See you around 8 or so.
Sure.
Sure.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. She goes back into the tavern.
Cool. So Anna,
How they like
Anna,
holds the jacket.
Anne, sorry. Anne leaves, and you all kind of make your way. You get set up at the inn. Maybe you take at least a short. Actually, you can take a short rest. Maybe regain some of those hit points. Maybe drink a healing potion or something if you need it. If you're not topped off. But then let's go ahead. This is a great place. Let's take a break. During which time we'll get your character sheet switched over. We'll kind of bring you up to speed on all that stuff. But at the moment, first, before we go to the intermission, I think we're doing a little Q&A with Wolf, who I'm sure you have lots to talk about, lots to ask him at the moment. So let's go ahead and take a quick break. Wolf, it's all you.
All right. Hey, how's everybody doing? Let's just go by Daniel right now. Why even deal with the wolf side of things? But yeah, it's Daniel. Wide receiver of the football team, science nerd. I mean, whatever questions you have for me, it's been a fun ride. I definitely want to get home. Definitely miss that. I mean, now that I know for sure, I think I'm gonna do pull some double shifts at the Cluck Cluck Bell. That's a place that I work during the summer, and then if I do that, who knows? Shadowcat says, "Hey Daniel, what's your favorite science subject?" Oh, that's a good one. Are we gonna count engineering? I feel like within the next 20 or so years, computers are gonna just take over the world. It's bubbling right now in the 80s. There's lots of movies about it, but I think the computer industry is definitely gonna grow. So I want to be on the ground floor of that. Favorite football team for me right now? Oh man, it's the Oilers. Love the Oilers. They're holding it down. That was going to be my side path. If I was going to listen to my dad, I'd go play for the Oilers. What do you really want to do when you grow up? NASA. NASA would be cool. Like I said, anything with computers, space definitely seems cool, but I'm still trying to figure it out. We're getting close there, but I always figured that my general plan for everything was once I got to college, kind of switch it up, so switch things up behind my dad's back and then find where I really want to go. I haven't been able to really explore scientists. Leia's saying, what are your thoughts on Heather and Artemia? They're cool. I feel like that's a loaded question. They're very cool people. I like them. Artemia and me really connected in a big way. But I am a committed man with Darla. Me and Darla are committed, and I'm sure she'll have my side when I tell her I no longer want to go to the NFL. What project would I submit? Oh, it'd probably be a time machine, so I'd have more time to answer your questions, but I gotta go now. I'll see you in a bit.
Welcome back to the Dungeon Club. Everyone feel good after that
Great.
heavy first half? Did you guys all get switched over to your new character sheets?
On the right one.
Iffy, I'm sure you've probably seen there's now a spell tab on your sheet. You've got some extra spells you can pull from there. Being a brand new wizard, you may not be the most used to pulling out your grimoire and pulling them up, but you've got those at your disposal. And then Jenny, Artemia's lens, just so you know, has some abilities that you are capable of using. One is that you have advantage on any insight checks. And the other, which is actually on your sheet, you can see kind of the green A next to that on your sheet. And then the other thing is that in combat, you have 3 charges of using True Strike as a bonus action, which gives you advantage on rolls. So instead of disengaging or dashing or something with a bonus action, you can cast True Strike up to 3 times per long rest to get advantage on your attacks.
Okay.
Which gives you a sneak attack, which is very powerful. So use those wisely. Cool. All right, so let's hop back into it. Add it to the sad facts, Heather.
She's got those sad facts. It just felt like a very and none for Gretchen Wieners. Bye.
Bye.
But you know what? She just got a cape that she's really into, so she'll probably give it back though. Temporary cape.
All right. And on your short rest, how did everyone get healed up? Oh yeah, because you're on a new sheet, so it might not.
I'm on a different sheet, so we might be on a long rest.
Wow, it was super restful, you guys. What are these beds? Are they down? What are they? I don't know. They're great though.
Whoa.
Cool.
I just saw Heather's upgraded stats for some of these things. I'm like, no way.
All right, so we'll resume. You guys chill out in the inn for a while. You just rest up. Wolf, maybe you spend some time flipping through your spell book, getting to know a couple spells. There's definitely more in there that you'll have to take time to study, but you get a couple prepared. You learn how to summon that energy. And you also, in case you didn't know, you still have your other longsword on you. You've had a double sword thing going on. Obviously, you don't have the +2 sword anymore, but you still do have a regular longsword on you. So, it's about 8 o'clock. The sun has gone down, and you guys make your way to the blacksmith shop. And as you arrive, there are no lights on or anything. The shop is closed up, and you don't see anybody or even hear any people. Definitely not music. You don't even hear people, though.
Do you think this is the right place? Do you think Anne was I mean, I can't imagine Anne being untruthful. Just feels like there's nothing going on here.
Yeah, I know. I just met her, but I trust her with my life.
She seems pretty genuine.
I guess it's one of those things where it's super underground, right? That sounds kind of cool.
Yeah.
It's my kind of deal.
Huh.
Wolf, do you remember the password? I don't think I remembered what I kind of...
No, I was thumbing through my new grimoire, so I honestly wasn't paying too much attention. I'm sorry. Bye.
Well,
Heather racks
I
her
was.
brain. You were
I have the password.
paying attention? Oh, good.
Yeah. Strangely, it's a first for me. I'm really growing on this journey. I think it was Sledgehammer.
I knew it was Hammer. It's like
Yeah,
half of
that's right.
it. Okay, so is there anyone in the room?
You're outside still, just on the street in front of this blacksmith shop.
Oh, got it. Okay.
Okay, so I
Okay.
guess we should proceed to this, underground concert thing, musical pachanga.
Yeah, sounds cool. Heather's like still wearing the jacket, but she tried to like make it look really nice. To like look better. She's like gonna go. She gussied up. She tried to give her hair extra volume and everything.
I did nothing to change my appearance. I go as I am. Well, Heather, since you're the most presentable, do you want to lead the way and see if there's a bouncer or something
Oh, I mean,
that we need to
I can't.
tell the password to?
I guess.
Work your charm.
Yeah. Okay. Heather gets very anxious and goes up to the door and knocks.
You knock on the door and wait a little bit, and there is no response. You kind of look through the window. It's completely dark in there. You can't see anyone in there at all.
Heather turns back to Artemia. Now what? What do I do?
Is there I don't know, a window, something to crack open? And anybody
Should I
have make
climb
a
in?
fire?
Gonna break in?
Sure.
Oh, wait,
Yeah, I
wait.
mean-
Did someone say we need to make a fire? And then I cast.
Well, if it's
I
if it's
cast
super dark.
create bonfire.
Well, someone's a pyro.
Where?
You just make a bonfire in the middle of the street, just in front of the...
We are not trying to draw
Look at what I
attention
can
to
do.
ourselves. But that
Suddenly,
is very
from around-
impressive.
Suddenly from around the back, a half-orc sticks his head out from the side of the building and goes, "Hey, quit making all that noise. What are you doing?"
Oh,
I'm so sorry. We're new in town.
we're
come
just
on, put that out. Come here.
bunch.
Okay.
Put that out.
With your hands.
Heather comes over and she's like trying to be really cool. She like posts up. She's like,
What are you...
Sledgehammer.
Follow me. He leads you back around to the back of the backyard of the shop, and there's in the ground there's a double cellar door, just a wooden door, and he opens up the door and he goes, "Enjoy yourself. Welcome to the Pickle Palace, formerly AD&D. Please, and have fun." Also, I gotta say, I love letting the chat name things, but I think their love of pickles is surpassing even mine. I mean, you guys are going hard on the pickles.
We go hard on pickles here.
You know what? I respect it, though. I respect it, and I appreciate you for siding with me. I'll take this as a win. So you enter down the stairs through, and at the bottom, you step through a thin, nearly imperceptible membrane or field, and as you step through, you can suddenly hear the noise of a crowd, and you step into this crowded basement club, and on the right side there is a wooden stage that's built. The walls are all cobblestone lined, and then on the left there is a shoddily built bar, and it's really crowded, and you kind of push your way through the crowd And you kind of overhear little snippets of conversation, like you hear like, oh, you put olive juice in your martini? I prefer pickle juice, personally. And people being like, oh man, I got a new broadsword. Did you see it? You should come over and check it out. It's really neat. And you go through and you kind of stand in the middle of this crowded club and look around unsure what to do. Do you guys want anything in particular you want to do?
Heather's gonna look for Anne, I think.
All right, you go ahead and roll perception.
Okay. That is a 15.
15. You scan the room, you actually kind of get up high, you get a pretty good vantage point. You can tell that Anne's not in this room. Maybe she's like preparing or backstage or something, but you know she's not in here. At the same moment from behind you, Artemia and Heather, you each kind of feel taps on the back of your shoulders. Wolf, you're right with them as well. And you turn around and there are these two guys. One has kind of like spiky, swooshy hair. He wears a pendant necklace. He looks to be kind of around the same age as you guys. The other does as well, but he wears like black spiked, cuffed bracelets and stuff. He's got black hair that kind of swoops down over his eyes. And the guy with the black hair, he walks up to you, Artemia, goes, "Hey, you're a rogue, right? Because you stole my heart." Heather, the one taps you and he goes, hey, are you a wizard? Because you cast a spell on me.
So even in this universe, there is no protecting us from cheesy pickup lines.
I'm not a wizard. That's so funny.
Oh, you're not, man, I could have sworn that you were. Charm person, of course. Charmed, I'm sure.
I am a rogue, but I'll steal your soul is what I'll steal.
Oh. Is that cool?
Oh.
Cool.
Great. Well, that didn't work. Yeah.
So you guys
nice.
have never seen you guys here. You new? It's the first time?
Yeah.
Yep.
First time.
Well,
in
can we
town.
get you drinks?
Well, I mean, if you're gonna be annoying, might as well do that. I'll get some drinks.
All right. They go to the bar and they buy you each a stein of ale and bring it back. So now you each have. Is Wolf just chill? Where's Wolf? What's Wolf doing?
I'd like to do a perception check to see if there's anything delicious in this bar.
Okay, go ahead.
He just does not care about his protecting us thing anymore.
I rolled a 17.
With 17, you look around.
Yep.
They don't seem to be serving food, but you realize maybe this is why they changed the name. There are little bowls of pickles at little tables scattered throughout the venue.
Oh, then I'm crunching on pickles and
Crunching
flipping
on
through my
pickles,
grimoire. Yeah.
My urine is gonna turn green at a certain point. I know it. Is that
Right, all
TMI?
of a sudden, as you're continue conversing with these two guys, somewhat maybe you're into it, maybe it's out of obligation or something. Not that you owe them shit, but the crowd erupts in a big cheer, and you turn toward the stage, and you see Anne and her band Le Rhythmiques are preparing to play, and the crowd goes quiet, and Anne begins to play her lute.
Terrified in cobalt bane, these energies I can't explain. Ancient blood runs through my veins, and it's hard to be understood. So I just dance like a hero would dance. I
As the song plays, you realize it changed. It got real 80s, real fast. And as you look around, people are in awe as their clothes are changing. They're wearing neon leg warmers and puffer vests and buckskin jackets, and there's a guy with the bandana headband and fingerless gloves.
This is not good.
Not good at all.
Everyone seems really confused, but really into it. And there's one guy who stands up on a table and he goes, "The ale is fizzy and sweet!" And he starts chugging it.
Oh, it's more tab. It's more tab. They're drinking tab.
Did we do this? Did we just bring it with us? Are we like a
Yes,
play?
we did. Yes, we did. We're like a boppin' 80s play.
How did they know we like this music?
I know, this music's gonna slap though. It's really good. I mean, it's rad. It's rad.
The crowd is really into it. All their clothes have changed. They're all losing their minds and
Have our clothes
look at-
changed?
yeah, your guys' clothes changed too. So you're now in like 80s getup
Oh,
as
sick.
well. And Anne's band plays for about another half hour, and after her final song, she thanks the crowd and hops off stage and pushes her way through and walks up to you guys.
That was great. That was really good.
We haven't cooked like that in months. It's amazing. It must be all thanks to you guys being here. Glad you can make it.
Oh, here's your
Yeah.
jacket. Did you want it back?
Oh, it's too hot for that now. You can keep it, while you're around in town. Keep you safe.
I'll hold on to it for a little bit then.
Yeah. It looks good on you.
Thanks.
And at this point, people are coming up to you. Like a dwarf comes up, he puts his hand up on your shoulder, and he turns and he goes, "Anne, I love coming to see you guys play every time. It just blows my mind. But this time, your music, how did you do that? Where our clothes changed and the ale changed? That was well done. Keep it up." And he walks away.
Thanks, yeah. It's all part of the plan. Do you guys know what's going on?
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
Not a
there might
lot,
be
but like a little.
rumors about stuff that we're aware
What
of.
did you hear?
Maybe. I'm gonna let Heather say, because, feel like y'all vibing or something.
I mean,
Vibing. Yes.
A man hops up on stage. The stage is now open to any who'd like to perform. Anyone? Come on, surely there are other bards here.
Hey. I mean, I know you said you're not really into it, but
Anyone?
Before they could finish, I jump up
Bard.
and I'm like, now what you hear is not a test. I'm rapping to the beat.
You do that, and the crowd kind of looks at you in awe, and you leave the stage. And then shortly thereafter, three other guys, about 5 minutes later, three other guys get on stage. It's a human, a gnome, and a tiefling, and they go, "We don't know what that guy just did, but we really liked it, and yeah, we'd like to try." The tiefling, yes. We don't know. It just, we feel something flowing through us, and then I'm goes, "Give me a beat."
oh, what is happening?
Okay.
Well, my name is Jorm, I'm the baddest MC, and when my rhymes hit, they do it critically. I've been near and far, all across the land, from the Spire Peaks to the Galian Sands. A hip and a hop all to the beat, and do-body beat, I get you out your seats. I swing my sword like a big half-orc, and I pass every check when I perform. Now that you've all heard my rhymes, I'm gonna pass it off to Grost. What's good, little guy?
Walking down the street, yeah, you know it's me. I'm the baddest little gnome you ever did see.
me, and while my may be short and I'm not too strong, I'll get you mesmerized with my rapping song. Don't turn your back, cause I'll attack. My rhymes are too hot to stay on this track, so I'll drop the mic and I'll walk away, cause my boy Rylan, he's got something to say.
Now I'm the posh one of the crew, but don't be a fool, cause I'll curb stomp you. I may like the finer things in life, but I also like to cut you with my knife. If you step to me improperly, I'll send you crying like a baby home to mommy. So I'll take a sip of my Chianti and let the beat do the work for me.
If it wasn't already painfully obvious, you are now very aware that the 80s and all of their glory and all of their whatever that was are melding at an alarming rate.
Oh, those were some
This is
Beasley
amazing.
boys.
Oh, incredible! A brand new art form here in this tavern, the club tonight. Man, it's true what they say, you know? Like sometimes oppression really does bring out the best in the arts. Thank you, all of you, for bringing your talents tonight. Wow.
Yeah.
And Anne slaps Wolf on the back. Amazing.
Yeah. Back with that, huh? Ouchie.
Yeah, come back anytime.
Suddenly,
You don't
the
know.
bouncer, the half-orc bouncer who let you in, runs in and he goes, "The guards! They're here!" A tall, lanky teen stands up on a table in the center of the room. He chugs his drink and then chucks his glass stein to the ground. Scatter! Roll initiative.
Oh my. Okay. 19.
18.
And
There's a
who said
15
that?
for Anne.
Jenny. All right, 18, 15 for Anne and Wolf.
That is going to be 8. Period.
All right. All of a sudden, everyone in the club starts to jumble. It's kind of a mess, and everyone's getting kind of pushed around. It's hard to move. It's hard to even stay on your feet. And you know that there's obviously the main way out through the cellar door, but you also know of a secret ladder that leads up to a trap door into the blacksmith shop. It's technically not your turn, but do you want to kind of push the party one way or another?
Yeah,
Everyone is flowing
yeah.
towards the cellar door.
So there's the two ways. There's the cellar door and then the back way.
There's a ladder that leads up through a trap door through the blacksmith shop.
So I grab Heather's hand and I say, "Come on, everybody, this way." So we move towards the trap door.
Cool. Heather, for the first one, there are no guards in there yet, but can I actually just have everyone make an athletics roll?
Ooh.
As you fight against the crowd.
18 for Anne.
Ooh, that's a nat 20 plus 2, 22.
24
Heather's
for
been
me.
inspired.
13.
Artemia?
Behind Anne, she's perfect.
13. All right. You all start pushing your way through this crowd that's panicking and pushing, and you all are kind of successfully making your way through, but Artemia starts to lag behind a little bit as she gets caught up in some of the crowd. All of a sudden, you see from the back, from the cellar, you see guards starting to pour in through the crowd, and you hear them shout, "Get the band!" And now go ahead and make another round of athletics checks for me.
$15.
15. as
21.
well.
All right. You continue pushing through the crowd. The ladder is still probably 20 feet away, but you see the guards now starting to make their way through the crowd, but they keep getting knocked back, and they don't make any progress on you. One more roll, guys.
Athletics?
Yes.
It's an 11.
19.
8.
5.
All right. So, Wolf, you keep pushing through and you actually make it to the ladder, but you turn around and realize that your party is not with you. They've been swept back in the crowd. Suddenly, as your hands are on the ladder, you hear, and you look up and see, looking down through this square trap door, are the heads of 3 guards. And one steps in and jumps down to the ground right in front of you. And he tries to grapple you.
I'll have you know we are just talking.
Go ahead and give me a strength roll.
Okay. Ooh, that is going to be... that's going to be 22.
22. All right. He tries to grapple you, and you kind of lock arms and then throw him down to the side. But as you look up, you see that there are guards still pouring, still up there. So climbing may not be the best idea at the moment. All right. Up next, we've got Heather. You see that there are guards now coming from each side, and you need to find a way out, or fight your way out.
I'm not gonna do that. Okay, let me look at her options here for spells. Could she? They've already seen her, right? So she can't like cast some like disguise self situation on like Anne. Try to make sure that they don't grab her because she's part of the band.
You could try. You could definitely do that.
Okay, I'm gonna cast disguise self on Anne so that they don't come for her.
Okay.
All right, and that's it. Oh, I don't have to roll for that. Haha! I'm successful at that. And that's my one thing, right?
Yeah, that would be
like
your
a secondary.
I believe it's an
action
action.
or anything. Okay, that was my action.
All right. What does Anne look like? What do you do?
I made Anne. Oh, I don't know. Anne just looks. Maybe Anne looks fairly similar to like one of our other companions that like just recently was with us. So maybe Anne looks kind of like our first companion, like the half orc.
Prism.
So she just
okay.
like completely. She looks.
So,
closer
and
to
you now look like a purple-skinned half orc with 2 big tusks that jut up, and you actually have little like crystals and pendant, jewelry all over you.
Oh, cool.
Cool. Great idea. Up next, we got Artemia.
Sorry, it's the first thing I thought of.
Sick.
Oh, you know what, Artemia? I think she's having some technical issues. She is working out. She should load back in a moment. So let's go to Anne. Anne, you're now completely disguised. Yeah, she's a sneaky one.
Cool. So Anne, Anne reaches out towards the fireplace, and sparks shoot out, and the fireplace explodes in a bunch of colorful fireworks.
Ooh.
And so any of the guards that are there, that are within 10 feet of it, they have to succeed in a Constitution saving throw or become blinded until the end of my turn.
Ooh. Okay, cool.
Ooh.
Just for simplicity's sake, we'll say it's a small club. So, what is it? What's the DC?
I
thought you said 10.
Constitution saving throw is 15.
15. Oh. Oh, they all fail. So you guys, the fire comes to life and creates these flaming kind of firework flashes that basically flashbang the guards and some of the people still trying to leave in the club, and everyone kind of, there's a big shout of fear as everything. But as you look back up, you see that the guards are all staggering unable to see for probably the next couple seconds. And then, which way do you want to push? Which direction do you want to head?
If we're closer to the trapdoor, we'll still keep going up through there.
Okay, cool. The crowd is starting to dissipate a little bit, but you're able to start making your way over and rejoin Ivy. Artemia, who was ducked behind the bar and was hiding with all the liquor, and now she pops out and she's by the ladder as well. Artemia, do you want to do anything at the moment? There's actually a guard still next to the ladder who Iffy sidestepped. So there's a guard on the ground next to you all, as well as it looks like 2 other guards still at the top of the trapdoor.
I want to attack him with my short sword.
Okay, go ahead and roll. You get to sneak attack too, because you're within 5 feet of ally. So roll to hit.
It's taking me a lot longer than usual. I apologize.
All good.
A 9. Yep.
A 9. You run with your short sword and you try to strike the guard in the back, but it hits his chain shirt. You realize he's got armor on underneath his gown, or not gown, his clothing. So it hits, but it just maybe who knows? It's my world. He's wearing a gown.
He's wearing a gown.
He's allowed. That's what they wear.
Yeah, that's what he wears.
Cool. Up next, we've got that guard. So that guard is going to turn and take his spear and try to attack Wolf. But he's kind of in close quarters. The spear is too long, and as he tries to jab at Wolf, you actually just grab the end of his spear and hold on to it. The 2 guards up top remain standing there, just kind of guarding the hatch. And as you look behind you, you can see that a couple other guards from the cellar door are still pushing their way through. So we go to Heather.
Okay. Heather's going to... Only one creature. I'm trying to see if there's anything
I'm
that
sorry.
she can,
They're blinded. I totally forgot they're blinded. So they do not make their way
blinded.
through. They actually get pushed back by the... I totally forgot about that. I need
Awesome.
notepad time. So the guards actually get
above us
further
blinded?
pushed back. They are not, but all the
Okay.
guards currently in there are. And as they're blinded, the crowd trying to run out of the cellar door actually pushes them back and kind of pushes them back out of the club momentarily.
Okay, I'm trying
And the
to
club
see if
is
there's
now-
anything I can...
Starting to thin out. It's still people in there, but it's not quite the jam-packed sardine can that it was.
Got it. Trying to see if there's something I can do to okay, so I'm going to... Can I cast Shatter towards the guards that are up there that we're trying to get past? It's a sudden loud ringing noise that's intense that'll... and each creature within a 10-foot radius of the sphere that I cast must make a Constitution saving throw, and then they might take damage.
Sure. Yeah,
I
go
guess
for
it
it.
doesn't distract them though.
Doesn't
All right,
distract
I'm gonna
them.
cast Shatter.
They are currently though. Okay, cool. Go ahead and keep in mind they're currently blinded and they've been pushed out of the cellar.
But the ones up, where we're trying to escape. Oh,
Yeah.
then I'm just gonna try to climb past them, and just be real sneaky.
Well, they're looking
and
down the
grab
ladder,
everybody. But they're blinded.
so you could try to not the ones on top of the ladder.
That's what I meant. So those ones I'd want to hit.
Oh,
with
those are the guys
Shatter
you're trying to
then.
hit. Yes, you can do that.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
misunderstood. I'm sorry.
That's okay. Okay, so I'm gonna hit him with Shatter. So they're gonna have to make a Constitution saving throw of 14.
Okay. Both fail.
Amazing. So they're gonna hear a really painful noise all up next to them, and I'm hoping it distracts them.
Okay, and they take damage too, right? What's the damage?
They also take damage, yeah. I believe. It's a D8 or 3D8.
Okay, go. Oh, geez, go ahead and roll that.
Okay. It's 11.
11. So both guards suddenly plug their ears and step back. And they kind of lower down to their knees and like crumple up into the fetal position. And you can tell that they're in such agony that their screams go louder until they just stop screaming, passed out completely from the
Heather,
the
in order to
splitting noise.
cast Shatter, was singing like the end notes of like "Don't Rain on My Parade" or something like that. So it's like the really high pitched stuff. So there you
Perfect. All right, so now there are no guards. There are no guards at the top. There's just a blinded one at the base of the ladder who blindly stabbed, and Iffy just grabbed his spear. So we go.
I guess. Do we have a bonus action of just like grabbing everybody and running up?
Well, you can move. You can use your movement.
Cool. I'll
So
use
you
my
can start
movement
climbing
to,
up the ladder.
Grab Anne
Great.
and like grab Artemia and like roll up.
Well, you can't really pull them up a ladder, but they're next in the initiative. So you start
I guess
climbing
I'll
up.
just-
Artemia,
yeah, I'll climb up.
what do you want to do? Oh no, Artemia, she keeps sneaking away. She's already up.
She snuck with me.
She snuck up. Cool. Let's go to Anne.
Yeah, Anne was also looking around the club. Does it look like people are gonna be able to get out okay, or?
Yeah, it seems like that the guards are clearly concerned with trying to get people they know to be in your band, or musicians. And at the moment, they are blinded and got pushed back out, and the crowd is still filing out. So you can't be sure, but you would think that there's a pretty good chance they'll escape.
Okay, cool.
Because you blinded them.
All right, good. In that case, I'm gonna scramble up the ladder as well.
Okay. And then that just leaves Wolf. You scrambling up too? Wolfie?
I'm trying to think. So where are the guards in relation to me? Like,
There is one right next
there-
to you whose spear you are holding. He's got it. He's still got it in two hands. He's blinded, but you're
And
holding it.
Are the other guards still up top where everyone's
No,
going to?
Heather just knocked him out.
Okay. Okay. So then what? And then there's one more group that's in here, right?
They got pushed out because they got blinded, and the crowd kind of swept them back like a wave.
Okay. So this is really the only guard that we're dealing with then.
And he's
Okay.
currently blinded.
Well,
He just got flashback.
I had a big move that has turned into a smaller move, but I have the spear. Daniel holds the spear and then steps close. I just wanted to get because that would determine how I do this.
Gotcha.
And I step closer to the spear guard and I go, "You don't want to make this mistake. This mistake could cost you your life." And as my eyes turn red, I cast Cause Fear.
All right. So what do I need to do for that? Is it a save?
The hit DC is Wisdom 13,
Okay.
and then it gives them
He's
the frightened
terrified.
effect.
He goes, and he lets go of the spear and he just starts running away with the crowd.
All right.
Wolf got a
Looks
power
like that
trip
took
right
care of
now.
All right. You climb up the hatch, and laying there on the ground on either side are two passed out guards. You all make your way to the front door. You unlock it, bust your way out, and you just run out into the night with the rest of the club goers who are just scattering, all throughout the street and between buildings and stuff. And you make it back, duck behind an alley to safety. And it's now pretty late at night as well.
Man. Damn it. Marcus has gone too far this time. Sorry that it's all interrupted. It's all going so well.
Yeah, it's a shame, but it's okay. It was a great set that you played, and everyone was
Yeah?
having a
Did you
great
like it?
time. Yeah, it was really cool.
You got quite the set of pipes, back there. I can
Oh,
heard you singing.
thanks.
Why don't you want to perform? If you don't mind me asking.
I mean, I love performing. I'm just not used to being the center of attention. I don't like having to be the leader, I guess. I don't really feel like I have anything to contribute.
I get that, but it's kind of like you're always going to be your own toughest critic. I think you really just got to give yourself permission to do what you love. You said you love it. You're obviously great at it. And the rest of that is just kind of practicing being comfortable up there. But I hope, God, I don't know what's going to happen with the club, but the next time we open up somewhere, I hope maybe you'll give it a shot, or at least, maybe you can
Maybe.
give me a private performance or something.
That'd be cool.
All right,
You
so
guys
it is.
okay?
Sorry.
Sorry.
You two good?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You good?
the rest of you all. You're also here.
Oh, I'm good. I'm just, just over here counting beans. I wasn't listening. I was in my bean counting.
Wolf has
And I'm
really
just really
embraced his
laggy
side.
/ lethargic.
And that brings you. It might be time to find a place to lay low and sleep for the night, as it's now the middle of the night.
Are we good to go back to our hotel or our thing, or will people know?
Probably. Anne also still looks like a half orc as well.
Yeah.
This isn't permanent, right?
I'm kind of new to this, but I'm pretty sure it goes away. I don't think I have that kind of permanent power or anything. I can. Yeah. Let me. Can I undo it?
See how it goes. It's a cool look. All right. See you tomorrow, maybe. And
Sure.
backs
So
away.
you all, Anne disappears into the night, and you guys head back to your inn. And in your 80s clothes, and you quickly shuffle through the door and run upstairs, and you sleep through the night. You guys escaped quite effectively. That was awesome. Yeah! And then you wake up the next morning and you step outside. Again, you kind of try to shuffle because you don't have any other clothes at the moment. So in your 80s clothes, you shuffle outside. And then as you step outside, you're baffled to see that nearly everyone's clothes have changed to 80s clothing. And the buildings also seem to be changing. There are neon signs outside of the shops. Many of the homes have taken on odd geometric shapes and have pastel color palettes. It almost looks like home.
Oh, this is bad. This is really bad.
What did we do?
I don't know. But I think we need to, I guess, focus and figure out the next power object so we can get out of here and save this place.
I mean, there was one location that we haven't hit up yet, and that's where the Power Stone is supposed to be. Was it not the town of Elmer?
You're in the town of Elmore.
That's where we're at.
Oh, sorry, lethargy, lag. Am I a robot?
Make an insight check
tired.
with your advantage.
Ugh.
All right, as you stand out on the street, wondering what's going on, Anne runs up to you guys.
15, by the way.
You're not a robot.
Cool. Thank you for that. But I may need to be reminded of a lot of things because of the lethargy.
That's fine. We'll remind you.
We'll remind you. Hey, Anne.
Guys, Arcus, he's got some members of my band, and he wants me to go appear before him. They know it was our concert. I think it's time that we gotta confront him. But, I can't do this alone. Will you help?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
I will. And I stand forward with my hands on my hips, chest out.
Thank you.
So you-
Thank you so much.
You guys, she leads you to Arcus Bronstow, the town master's house, which is on a hill near the center of town. And she approaches the door and knocks on it. And there's no answer. But you actually look and see that one of the windows next to the door is slightly ajar.
Anne goes over and flips the window up and somersaults in.
Cool. you all in one way or another with some amount of flair enter into the mansion. And you see, as you step in, everything is caked in dust, and there are cobwebs that just cover every corner of the home. Can you guys all roll an investigation for me?
Ooh, natural 20.
Did we have a long rest?
All right. You did have a long rest, yes.
That's going to be 6. I'm looking at stuff.
All right. Well, I don't think
11.
anyone's beating Anne. So,
I got
Anne,
14.
Cool. So yeah, Anne definitely the winner with that nat 20. And you start looking around, and it doesn't seem that anyone is in this house, or it doesn't even seem like anyone's been in this house for a long time. And you find Bronstow's desk, his bureau, and you see on it a calendar. And you notice that nothing has been written in the calendar since the day his son died.
I don't understand. I heard Arcus was around. Arcus has been behind all of this, but he's not here. Is there anything else on the desk, or?
No, that's really all you find. And you guys spend some time searching the house, and you, it's dusty and cobwebby, and you don't really find anything else of interest. And definitely no one is there.
Okay. That's so weird. Anne leaves out the front door.
Okay.
Heads toward the middle of the town.
Cool. As you are walking down the hill, you kind of go through. There are hedgerows on either side of the path, and as you are walking down, kind of a little bit ahead of the party, all of a sudden you hear some rustling, and then all four of you are surrounded and apprehended and grappled by guards to the point where you can't move. You're completely overwhelmed. And then out from behind a hedge steps a tall, well-dressed red tiefling with horns that swoop back behind his head. And Anne, you know it to be the town master, Arcus Bronstow himself. And he says, And, of course, now I told you before that this had to stop. And once again, you have defied me And I'm afraid there are no more strikes, Anne. Take them to the pyre. The guards, before you can even move, pick you all up and walk you down to the town square. And they put you up on the pyre and tie you to a post. And as this is happening, some of the guards are ringing bells in the town. The entire town of Elmore comes and gathers around. Bronsto stands up atop the pyre next to you. Good people of Elmore, we already know the dangers that music and dance can and have brought to this town. But I don't think any of us ever imagined that it could cause this much trouble. And he gestures around to the town, which now looks exactly like a town from the 80s, and everyone is in 80s clothing. Now, Anne, I have been very lenient with you. But unfortunately, you leave me no choice but to give you the punishment for breaking this law. Death. Light the pyre. Artemia, at this moment, you're still being held by guards, but the lens floats down in front of your face once again. And the cloudy images begin to appear once more. And you see Bronsto and his son playing music joyfully on a bridge. Then suddenly you see a devil appear, and he throws the son over the edge of the bridge, and then steals Bronsto's soul before incinerating him into a pile of ash. You then watch as the body burns the devil take on the form of Bronsto. The lens goes dark again and floats back above your shoulder.
Hey, Artemia, you're making a face like you just saw something.
Yeah, what'd you see?
It was nothing about me again, was it?
No. It's about Bronsto. It wasn't music that killed his son. He was kicked off by a demon.
Demon.
A demon.
Suddenly, Bronsto's head, as if he has magical hearing, flips over and looks at you, Artemia. And his skin begins to melt off of his face. And as it sheds and drips from him, you see standing there a red-skinned devil with huge, twisty horns and long black hair. And he looks at her and he goes, clever girl.
Arcus?
No. You got it all wrong, man. Arcus has been gone a long, long time. You see, I'm a devil. My name is Vi. And I play music. But you know what I can't stand, man? Hearing hacks who have no taste playing music above my home every day. So I did what I had to do and I banned it. In fact, I got you guys to ban it for me. And I haven't had to hear a peep of your lame amateur music. Except for you. And he points to Anne next to the pyre.
Screw you, buddy. You clearly have no taste. Get out of here with your snobbery and your gatekeeping of music.
I don't take orders from hacks and amateurs who can barely play a lute if it bit him. And he lights up his hands and he says, I'm gonna light this now. And he slowly starts to.
We challenge you. We challenge you to a battle, a band battle, a battle of the band. We challenge you to a battle of the bands.
Bet.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna do that.
Come.
Totally.
And you kind of, as you do, you like float up to him on the pyre, which is this big, huge wooden, essentially stage, and A sulfurous cloud of ash and smoke appears, and from it a long contract appears, and he hands you each a quill, and he says, "I would love nothing more than to humiliate you. And if you win, which you won't, I'll be gone forever. But if you lose, I get your souls."
Don't do it. Don't. Absolutely not. I will not allow this.
Heather
Joke's on
signs
you,
it.
buddy. I have no soul.
All right. Heather
Done.
signs it. Artemia, what do you two do? You two sign it?
Yeah.
What are you, chicken?
No, but bye. I hope you're ready to die. And I sign the contract.
This aggressive nerd vibe is just everything.
I sign it. I do. Well,
Now, let's make this a challenge. The rope around Anne burns away. Each of you suddenly has a lute appear in your hands. But the lutes are, instead of 13 strings, they only have 6 strings. And what's he? Go ahead. And a guitar appears in his hand, and it's this red and orange flaming lute guitar hybrid, and it's got thorns and horns mangling out from it.
Wait, how you gonna give us these bootleg lutes and then you got that?
Let's rock,
electric
baby.
guitar?
Roll initiative.
Wait.
Okay.
18 for me.
Okay, mine's a 5.
12.
15.
Who had 12?
I did.
Who? Okay.
15 for Anne.
Artemia 12.
And then Heather, what were you?
I'm a 5.
All right. So the devil, he smirks at you. And he says, well, before we begin, give them a try. All right, so who's first here? We've got Wolf. You're first. Go ahead and give your lute a try.
All right, here goes nothing. And I just string my fingers across all the strings. Oh, I'm pretty good at this. Hold on. All right. Yeah.
Right, let's see how
that was neat. Okay, mine isn't
Anne?
as cool anymore.
Oh no.
And you're up. You want to give your guitar a try? Your lute a try?
Yeah. So Anne
Go
strikes
ahead.
a power pose.
Artemia, you want to give yours a try?
Sure, it's always been a to be in a band. Not that it's obvious or anything. Okay, let's go.
Oh.
Heather, give yours a try.
Heather looks around and is a little nervous and takes a deep breath and then goes for it.
Do it. Hell yeah.
Bam!
Yeah.
Suddenly behind him, a demon band appears. Out of smoke and flame. The devil goes first. He begins playing, and as he does, red flame beams shoot out from his headstock and fly toward each one of you. Deals 9 damage to each one of you.
Oh, man.
Up next, we have Wolf. Wolf, you realize that your headstock shoots out when you play beams of ice. Do you want to aim at his chest, his arms, or his head?
I'd like to aim at his arms. Maybe slow down them fingers a little bit.
All right, go ahead and roll performance. All attack rolls will be performance rolls for this.
Oh boy. Okay. Well then for
I was
that is
very
going
excited
to
about
be 10.
Oh no, you just kind of futz with it.
Sorry, I promise this doesn't happen all the time.
And you're up.
And
What are you aiming for?
Anne aims for his hands.
His hands?
and
All right,
then-
go.
Spicy.
And that is a dirty 20, baby.
Oh!
Ayy.
Let's hear how you As you play, ice shoots from your headstock and it hits him in his hands and arms. And while you can tell it doesn't damage him at all when you hit him in the arms, you can tell that it immobilizes him slightly so he can shred less effectively.
Nice.
Can you roll a D4 for me to take away some of his shred power for this round?
3.
All right. Artemia, you're up. What are you aiming for?
You know, I feel like a lot of musicians, they keep their tempo and their feet, you know, and I kind of want to throw him off balance. So, going for his feet. Weird
All
choice,
right.
maybe, but screw it.
For mechanical choice, we'll make that a chest. Same, kind of his body. So you're going for a body shot.
Body.
So go ahead
Yeah.
and roll to hit. Roll performance for that.
I got 12.
All right, let's see how you do. All right, the beam fires out like an ice bullet and hits him in his feet, and he lets out a cry of anguish. Can you roll 2d6, or rather, sorry, let's see, what do I have here? 1d6 for me of damage.
Here we go, it's going. It's going, it's just
go,
taking
let's
its time. Any day now.
I think we... Come back to me when you get there.
I got a 4.
4, okay, thank you.
It's the RG life, you know?
Yeah. Heather, you're up. What are you aiming for?
Okay. I might aim straight for his heart. It's cool.
All right. Go for it.
All right. All right. That is a 17.
Ooh. You blast him in the chest, and you can see that it like digs into his heart just a little bit and kind of freezes over and across his body. Roll a D6 of damage for me.
That's 6.
All right. All right. We go back to the devil. He goes, all right, my turn again. He prepares to shred. And he deals 7 points of damage to each of you as you get hit once again with that flame attack.
Ouch.
All right. And then you guys realize after your first round of combat that that headshots hurt more but are hardest to hit. Chest shots hurt the least but are easier, and arms just take away some of his damage. Oh, I forgot to take away damage, so actually only 3 points. What did you get, 6 damage there? Or
I got 3 points back.
how much damage? 7. So 4 points. 3, sorry. So give yourself 3 points back. And we go back to Wolf. But you also realize that if you showboat a little, while it's harder to hit, it does way more damage.
Okay. Interesting.
So Wolf, you're up.
Oh, noticing that, I go ahead and I put the loop behind my head and start playing it backwards while aiming at his hands.
All right.
All
Go
right,
ahead
let's
and roll
try this
performance.
out. All right. Once again, rolling performance, which is not my best. Well, but it's a 16.
Ooh. Looks like you just missed. As just once again your hands get the burn, the singed of your skin from the fire attack.
Ouchies.
Me.
Ouchies.
Anne, you're up.
So Anne flips up and does a flip and moves into a power slide, aims for his head, and gets a 27.
Whoa!
Oh! What a tasty lick, and it just hits the devil right in the face, and he goes, ah! His ice just covers his face, and swoosh, and like a burst of flame, it shatters off of his face. Go ahead and roll 3d6 for me.
Ooh.
Yeah. 12.
Ooh. All right, we go to Artemia. What do you want to do?
Oh, let's see. You said the head is the hardest, obviously.
Yes. Body's
What if I
easiest, and the arm
headbang?
reduces damage. Ooh, that'd be showboaty.
Would be showboaty, wouldn't it? I might fail, but what if I just headbang him?
All right, are you aiming for something with the guitar?
Well, I was thinking of his head.
Do it.
I don't know if that's too ambitious, but let's do it, I guess.
Go for it. Roll performance.
Do it.
It's also not my strong suit, but here we go. A 15.
What's that?
A 14.
You do have inspiration. Just a reminder to everyone.
I will use my inspiration for this
go
headbang,
ahead.
so
Go ahead.
let's try that again. Thank you, Heather.
You're welcome.
21.
Oh! All right, and that was showboaty too, so roll 4d6 for me.
Whoa! 4? Yeah, girl.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. You know, that lethargy, again, happening in the middle of a freaking battle. It's fine. It's fine. We're all fine.
Everything's fine.
All right, Heather, what are you
Getting
gonna do?
a little.
Heather's
I'm 10.
gonna wait.
Cool, thank you.
10
Go ahead, Heather.
for that. Heather might cast some bardic inspiration on her friends, just to
Okay.
have it out there. I can only cast one at a time, right?
I believe so, yeah.
I'll probably I'll give it to Iffy first, so I'll cast
Okay.
some bardic inspiration, and then and then once she casts her inspiration, she's gonna be like, "Do your best, Iffy," or "Do your best, Wolf." You know, make us proud. Go on daughters, and then she is going to probably like, I don't know, do some kind of like dance thing that she might have learned from some kind of like rock and roll show. Maybe like do a little spin into like the splits with like the guitar or something cool.
All right.
That she thinks looks cool. And she's gonna aim for his head. She's gonna go big.
Go for it.
All right. And here we go. Ooh, that's a 24.
Oh!
Yes!
Go ahead and roll
Splits.
4d6 for me.
Oh yeah, well. All right, rolling them out. That's 13 damage.
The devil wipes sweat off his brow. I'm gonna give it all I got, baby! Starts to shred. Shred's dealing each of you 10 points of damage. These
Oh,
twisty
man.
firebolts coming smack into you. Wolf, you're up.
Okay, all right. All right.
You got that bardic inspiration as well, don't forget.
Yeah, I know.
And regular
now it's
inspiration.
time for me to really do it. But this time, when I put it behind my head, I like flip it and then I catch it and then I tickle the strings a bit.
All right, what are you
while
aiming for?
it. I'm aiming for them hands again. I don't want them to play. I need to mess this song
All
up.
right.
Double die. All right. 16 again.
Yeah, baby. Roll a d4.
Ooh, okay. Where am I? I got a big old dice sack. There it is.
And you are up, so
Oh, one.
one. All right.
So Anne aims for his head, and she leans back and sets her lute on fire. She like, she just like on one hand like stuff like shoots out of like an accelerant shoots out, and the other one lights it on fire and shoots for the head, and it's a 23.
Oh!
Whoa!
She's on fire! The crowd is erupting. They're cheering you on. They can't believe what's going on. Go ahead and roll 4d6 for me.
$14.
You hit the devil in the head, and the ice once again engulfs him. He went, let's get her, and like the flames burst from his body, and he breaks free. You can tell he is completely wiped, and he stands his feet in an attempt to make one last attack. But you all sync up in power stances. You all turn your headstocks toward him and begin to play in unison as he continues to shred, and the beams hit each other. The beam pushes closer to him, and it's like his face begins to melt off. You're melting his face off. The demon band bursts into flames, and he burns into a pile of ash that blows away. in
Hell
the
yeah, I
wind.
didn't do anything.
The devil and his man, they've disappeared, ash into the wind, and all that's left is his disgusting, abominable guitar that floats in the air. But then it begins to glow gold. And as it turns gold, it begins to liquefy. And after a bright flash, where Vi's lute once was, there is this beautiful cherry red lute with 6 golden strings. And it floats down and into Heather's hands. Will you play it, Heather? The whole town stands and watches. Go for it.
Okay, she's like, and then she goes to play.
Anne says, give yourself permission.
She like makes eye contact with Anne and is like,
The sound rings out across the town, magically amplified. As she plays, you 3 once again have the now familiar feeling of power flowing through you. You have the 3 power objects you need. The town of Elmore erupts in cheers, and they begin dancing and singing in the streets. You've saved the town.
this is way better than Footloose.
We did it, y'all.
Whoa. That was
And
rad.
picks up Heather and does like the lift.
Yeah. Heather's just like, I've had the time of my life.
All right. You all kind of revel with the town for a few hours, but eventually you realize that it's time to say goodbye to Anne and head back to Emeth now that you have everything you need.
Heather's super sad. And she takes the jacket and she was like, thank you so much for everything that you did for us. You really inspired me, and I'll never forget meeting you. And she like hands back the jacket.
Anne puts her head up to stop and says, "No, it's okay. You keep it. Remember me. One of this keeps
I
you warm
will.
at night."
It definitely will.
You had it in you all along. Congratulations. And thanks, you guys. All of you helped save Elmore. And it's heartbreaking about Arcus, but, this town can dance and sing, play again. Thanks to all of you. Good luck on your journey.
Yeah. Thank you, Anne.
Thank you.
You part ways with Anne, and you make your way back to the inn where your horses are tied up. And as you come into view of your horses, Wolf, you see someone hop on to Kit. They're trying to steal him.
I wouldn't do that if I were you. Hey!
As you get closer, you run toward Kit, and as you get closer, you hear, "You are not the proper owner of this horse, so either you get off, or I will take the appropriate measures." The horse bucks him off, and the guy hits the ground and then, terrified, runs off screaming. As you approach the horse, he goes, "Hello, Wolf. Good to see you again."
I knew you could talk. Oh, I was right again. Yeah!
Oh no.
Well, and I hop on Kit. Where are you off to next, Kit?
That's up to you, Wolf.
Let's ride. Completely
you all-
leaving my party behind.
You all see Wolf just riding away on Kit. You go, and you hop up onto Athena and
Okay.
and Pongo, and you run. You follow after him, and you guys ride for the next. You camp and ride, but you eventually make it back to Emeth's cottage. And as you approach, he opens the door and runs out to greet you. He goes, "Did you get them? Did you get them?
We did. We did.
We
got all
we
three.
sure did. Yep.
Fantastic! Oh, where's your sword?"
Well,
Oh, I don't have a
where's-
sword
what sword?
anymore. It's this grimoire, and I'm a wizard, and I cast bonfire in front of him.
Nice. He goes, "Oh, did it? What happened to the sword? Did it break?"
Yeah, it broke,
course.
but it seemed like it was
Of
part
course,
of the...
that makes sense. The power object manifests in the way the wielder desires, at least subconsciously, but it's only unbreakable if it most accurately reflects the strength of its wielder. You can cast spells now, yes?
Yes.
Oh, this is great. You're ready to tackle the dangers of Mount Gravis.
I cast magic missiles at Artemia's lens.
As you cast, they fly and they hit the lens and explode in this magical, colorful flame and explosion, and the lens is completely unscathed.
All right, just making sure you weren't
That
being a
was right
faker.
by her
either.
head, Wolf.
But I was just seeing if there were any other fakers. Any other
This is
fakers?
very important.
Right by her
Guys,
But I
no,
was testing.
I'm sorry, this is important. Please, I need to tell you something. He brings you inside and he sits you all down around a small wooden table. And he looks a little nervous and he goes, listen, I haven't been completely honest with you.
Three kids in high school get in a food fight. The principal sends them to detention. It's just a normal day in the 80s. There's something I didn't mention. See that old janitor starts acting weird, and it throws them all in a closet. They fall through a portal, and to their surprise, there's a world in which they deposit. Oh yeah, alright. No dust, no dice. Your move. Let's fight! Goblins and ghouls, knights and armor, mystical, ruthless, and savage. If you wanna defeat them, you'll find out what's your damage. Choose your weapon, cast a spell, roll the dice and rule. But at the end of the day, gotta get back to school. Alright, no dice, super duper dungeon club.